How to control anger? I think it's one of the most asked questions, right? How does one person lose control while others stays composed? And what's the secret? How can we be calm and composed like them? We are going to discuss 10 techniques that will help you manage your anger so well. Here's the thing. They're not suppressing their anger. Their brain is managing it well. Let me explain. 3 parts of your brain play a huge role in anger management. Number 1, the amygdala. Think of it as your brain's alarm system. It detects threats and triggers emotional response, saying, hey, something is wrong. The prefrontal cortex. This is the logical decision-making part of your brain. It steps in and says, calm down. Let's think through this. And the hippocampus. This handles memory. It reminds you of similar situations and helps you decide how to respond to the situation. For people who manage anger well, these 3 parts, they work in harmony. That is, they work in balance. But when you're overwhelmed, your amygdala can hijack your brain. Like it overpowers your prefrontal cortex, making it hard to think logically. Sometimes, this isn't just about the moment. Childhood trauma, learned behaviors, or even the environment you grew up, it can make it harder to manage the situation or the anger. For instance, if you have grown up in a household where yelling was common, your brain might have related that anger to be normal. Or if you have faced trauma, your amygdala might always be on high alert. But here's the good news. You can unlearn these behaviors, heal the trauma, and train your brain to manage anger effectively. So now, I'll give you few techniques and strategies that will help you. See, managing anger can happen in 2 phases. Quick fixes for immediate situations and long-term strategies for lasting control. Let's talk about quick fixes. Managing anger in the moment. The moment you feel anger rising, pause and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Is it irritation, frustration, or rage? Naming the emotion reduces its intensity and activates your prefrontal cortex. Try to recognize the trigger. That is, ask yourself, what's making me angry? Identifying the source helps you step back and assess whether your reaction is proportionate to the trigger. Try to reframe the situation and change your perspective. Instead of thinking, this traffic is ruining my day, try reframing it. I can use this time to listen to podcast or call a friend. Changing your perspective can diffuse anger. Also, you can try breathing exercises. Deep breathing, it helps calm your amygdala, like inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, and exhaling for 4 seconds. Also, you can try and walk away from the situation. Actually, physically removing yourself from the situation for few minutes, it creates space for your emotions to settle before you react. So now, these are immediate fixes. They are not the solutions. Now you might think, I'm already angry. Do I have to do all these things in such an emotional state? Yes, because if you don't, anger will take control and you are the one who's going to suffer. There is no shortcut. Your brain can only learn through practice and repetition, which is a slow and consistent process. See, if doing this immediately feels overwhelming, then try reflecting at the end of the day. Like taking a moment to think, where did I get angry today? Reflecting actually helps your brain recognize the patterns, and over time, your prefrontal cortex will strengthen. Mindfulness is another tool. When you practice mindfulness, that is by staying in the present moment, it reduces the intensity of triggers. So combining reflection with mindfulness, your brain will gradually become better at managing anger. Long-term management is all about training your brain to focus on your internal environment, not external triggers. See, external triggers like traffic or people are beyond your control. The only thing that you can control is your response. This isn't something that you will learn overnight. It takes time and consistent effort. Actually, start journaling your anger episodes. Write down the triggers, your reactions, and the outcomes. Over time, you'll notice patterns and predict angry outbursts. Engage in mindful practices like yoga or meditation. It will train your brain to stay present. These improve your brain's ability to regulate emotions and increase self-control. Both these activities will strengthen your prefrontal cortex, whatever the reason behind your anger. The crux to managing completely depends on strengthening your prefrontal cortex and recognizing those patterns. But what if someone close to you has trouble managing their anger? If their anger starts affecting their daily life or relationships, it's time to suggest professional help. On a scale of 1 to 10, if their anger consistently reaches 7 or higher, intervention might be necessary. When dealing someone with anger issues, stay calm, listen without judgment, and encourage them to speak to a therapist. See, therapy can help uncover the root causes of their anger and teach them healthier ways to cope with their anger. Anger is a natural emotion. It's not bad. The secret isn't to suppress your anger, it's to understand where it comes from, recognizing the triggers, and respond in a healthier way. Remember, managing anger is a skill, and with consistent practice, you can stay in control. It takes effort, but you can do it.